Hi students and friends, welcome to the channel Learn and Teach by Ayaz. So I will continue my CAIE 5070 past papers, and I was doing summer 22 and the version was 12. So here's the question. Question number 26. Three dilute solutions of acid, each with a concentration of 0.01 mole per dm cube, are reacted separately with excess calcium carbonate until there is no further reaction. The same volume of acid is used each time. The carbon dioxide produced is collected and its volume measured. All measurements are at room temperature and pressure. So we have acid number 1, acid number 2, acid number 3. pH is provided. pH is 2, 1.7 and 3.4. Volume of carbon dioxide formed for acid 1 and 3 is same, but for acid 2, it's different. What are the possible identities of the acids? Look at the choices. In the choices, we have hydrochloric acid, HCl. We have sulfuric acid, H2SO4. We have ethanoic acid, CH3, COOH. And we have nitric acid, which is HNO3. We have 4 different acids. And if you look at the pH value, pH for acid 1 and 2 indicates that these are strong acids. So acid 1 and 2 must be strong acid. You can't have ethanoic acid as acid number 1 or acid number 2. For acid number 3, the pH is 3.4, which indicates the acid is the weak one, which must be this ethanoic acid. So either A is correct or B is correct. What I will do, I'm going to calculate the volume of carbon dioxide produced in each case. For example, if you react hydrochloric acid with calcium carbonate, CaCO3, the products will be CaCl2 plus CO2 plus H2O. Now you have to balance this equation looking at the formula. We have to place 2 before hydrochloric acid. Now it is balanced. So according to the equation, 2 moles of hydrochloric acid producing 1 mole of carbon dioxide. So if you look at the concentration of the acid, it is 0.01 mole. So I will write 0.01 mole produces X mole of carbon dioxide. So X becomes 0.01 divided by 2. So if you divide 0.01 by 2, what you will get? You will get 0.005 moles of carbon dioxide. What about sulfuric acid? Now, if you react sulfuric acid with calcium carbonate, here's a sulfuric acid. If you react sulfuric acid with calcium carbonate, the equation will be like this. H2SO4 plus CaCO3 gives CaSO4 plus CO2 plus H2O. Equation is balanced. So which means that 1 mole of sulfuric acid producing 1 mole carbon dioxide. So 0.01 mole produces 0.01 mole of CO2. This is for H2SO4. Look at the difference in the moles for produced by hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. You see, in case of sulfuric acid, it's 2 times. 0.01 mole is 2 times of 0.005. If you multiply by 0.005 by 2, you will get 0.01. So it means the volume produced will be double in case of sulfuric acid. So acid 1 must be hydrochloric acid and acid 2 must be sulfuric acid. You can't have nitric acid as acid number 2. I will show you why. If you react nitric acid with calcium carbonate, you will get CaNO3 or twice plus CO2 plus H2O. Now balancing the equation. Now the equation is balanced. If you look at this, 2 moles produces 1 mole of carbon dioxide, just like hydrochloric acid. So it means the volume of carbon dioxide produced will be 0.005 moles, which is same like in acid 1, that is hydrochloric acid. So we must have acid 1 as hydrochloric acid, acid 2 as sulfuric acid, and acid 3 is ethanoic acid. This is the right choice for this question. #27. The steps for the preparation of a pure sample of sodium nitrate are listed. Number 1, titrate with dilute nitric acid until the endpoint is seen. Evaporate to concentrate the solution. Number 3, rinse out the conical flask. Number 4, add indicator. Number 5, pipette a known volume of aqueous sodium hydroxide into a conical flask. Number 6, cool and filter to remove crystals. Number 7, repeat using the same volumes of aqueous sodium hydroxide and dilute nitric acid, but no indicator. So we will start with step number 5. So I will write 5. After 5, you have to add indicator. Then we'll have 4. After this, we'll titrate with dilute nitric acid until the endpoint is seen. So it must be 1. After this, we have to rinse out the conical flask, must be 3. After this, we will repeat using the same volume. And then we evaporate to concentrate the solution, 2. And in the end, we are left with 6. So choice D will be the correct answer in this case. Number 28, a white compound is insoluble in water, which cations and anions could be present in the compound. You see in the question, they are saying it is insoluble in water, which means that it is not soluble. So the key is provided. If it's present, you write tick. If it's absent, you write cross. So we know that if a white compound is insoluble in water, it must not be of sodium. So either C is correct or D is correct. What about calcium? Yes, it can be calcium because some of the salts of calcium are insoluble. On the other hand, all the salts of sodium are soluble in water. Carbonates of calcium is insoluble in water. Nitrates of calcium is soluble in water. And sodium, we know that it's also soluble in water. So choice C will be the right one in this case. You can't have D as a correct answer because in case of nitrate, they have ticked it, which is incorrect. 29. The flow chart describes the preparation of ammonium sulfate. Air, element 1, Haber process. Element 3 is entering in Haber process and we're getting ammonium sulfate. On the right hand side, we are getting element 2 from air and we are bringing that to contact process and we are getting with element 4. And in the end, we are getting ammonium sulfate. What are elements 1 to 4? Now, from air, we'll get which element to react with which element of gas in Haber process. We are getting nitrogen from air. So I will write nitrogen here. And nitrogen is reacted with hydrogen. So element 3 must be hydrogen. In case of contact process, we are getting oxygen from air, which will be element 2. And we are reacting this oxygen with sulfur. That will be element 4. So only choice A will be the right answer in this case. Which row correctly shows the possible uses of sulfur dioxide and sulfuric acid? So sulfur dioxide is used as a bleach. This is correct. And sulfuric acid is used as battery. This is also correct. So for me, choice A is the correct answer. For your convenience, I am reading the other statement also. Sulfur dioxide is not used in killing bacteria in food, and sulfuric acid is not used. Some of the choices are incorrect, either for sulfuric acid or sulfur dioxide. So choice A will be the right answer in this case. 31, selenium is in group 6 and gallium is in group 3. Which prediction can be made from this information? A, gallium atom has 3 more protons than selenium atom. Let's look at the position of gallium and selenium and their proton number. Here is gallium, Ga. Proton number is 31. Selenium, group 6, proton number is 34. 3 and 6. So I'm writing group 3, group 6. And proton number is 34 for selenium, and for gallium, it's 31. So gallium atom has 3 more protons than selenium. This is incorrect. Gallium is more likely to form negative ions than selenium. This is also wrong because gallium is in group 3 and it's metal, while selenium is a non-metal. So it's more likely that the negative ion will be formed by the selenium. So this is also incorrect. C, selenium atoms have fewer valence electrons than gallium atoms. This is also wrong because selenium is in group 6, gallium is in group 3. The valence electrons in gallium is 3 and selenium it's 6. So only choice D will be correct. For your convenience, I am reading the statement. Selenium has more non-metallic character than gallium. This is right because selenium is on the right-hand side of the periodic table. Number 32, which statement about some metals and their compounds is correct? A, calcium reacts with cold water but not with steam. This is wrong. Calcium is among the reactive metals, so it will react both with cold water and steam. B, lead carbonate decomposes at higher temperature than zinc carbonate. Look at the position of lead. Lead is below zinc carbonate, so the compound formed by zinc carbonate will be more stable and will decompose at a higher temperature than lead carbonate. So this is also incorrect. C, magnesium can be extracted from its oxide by heating strongly with carbon. This is incorrect. The reason is that magnesium is among highly reactive metals, so you can't simply extract it from its oxide by heating strongly with carbon. So only choice D will be the correct. I'm reading the statement. Pure aluminum reacts with cold dilute hydrochloric acid. This is correct because this among the more reactive metals. 33. The diagram shows an experiment to determine the percentage of oxygen in air. There is a bell jar, lit candle, and water. So definitely the candle is burning, it's reacting with oxygen. Candle is an organic compound, so it's reacting with oxygen. And as time progresses, the percentage of oxygen or the volume of oxygen will decrease. Which diagram shows the correct level of water after the candle stops burning? Now, candle stops burning means that all of the oxygen in the air will react with the candle. So C will be the right answer in this case. 34. The addition reaction between hydrocarbon X and bromine forms only one product. Which compound is X? So we are getting addition compound between hydrocarbon and X. So it must be alkene. So addition reaction means it must be alkene. A, CH4. CH4 is methane, which is alkane. So this is incorrect. B, C2H4. It is ethene, which is alkene. So this looks correct to me. What about C? C is C2H6. It is ethane. Again, alkane. So this is also wrong. D, CH3OH. It's methanol. It's also incorrect. Well, the only difference between all of these and ethene is the presence of carbon-carbon double bond. In case of ethene, there's a carbon-carbon double bond. None of the other choices or the compounds contain carbon-carbon double bonds. So the others do not undergo addition reactions. Ethene will undergo addition reaction due to the presence of carbon-carbon double bond. 35. A series of reactions producing the propanol from the naphtha fraction of petroleum crude oil is shown. Naphtha, this is naphtha, and we are getting this product, and after Y, we are getting this product. Product here, it's propene, and the last one is propanol. What are processes X and Y? X involves cracking. During cracking, we'll get alkane or alkene and hydrogen gas. So X is cracking. And if you react propene with steam, you will get propanol. So only one choice is correct here, and that is A. 36. The structures of 4 alcohols are shown. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 alcohols. Which statement is correct? A. Alcohol 1 can be made by the addition of steam to an alkene. You can't get alcohol 1 by addition of steam to an alkene because alkene starts with ethene, in which there must be 2 carbon atoms. So you can't get this from alkene. Alcohol 2 can be made from glucose. This is correct because alcohol 2 is ethanol, and we can get ethanol by the fermentation of glucose. For your convenience, I'm reading the other statements. Alcohol 3 is renewable energy source. This is wrong. This is not renewable energy source. Alcohol 4 has only one other isomer. This is also incorrect because if you change the position of this OH, you will get another isomer. So you can't have only one isomer in this case. You have more than one isomer for alcohol number 4. Number 37. Which compounds have the molecular formula C3H6O2? Methyl ethanoate. So I am writing the formula of methyl ethanoate. So we have ethanoate CH3 CO2 CH3. This is methyl ethanoate. And if you write the molecular formula of this, what you will get? You will get C3H6O2. So this must have this molecular formula. What about T2? Ethyl methanoate. Ethyl methanoate. So we have methanoate, and this is ethyl methanoate. So if you write the formula, again we'll get C3H6O2. So this must also have a molecular formula of C3H6O2. What about propanoic acid? Propanoic acid is C2H5CO2H. Again, propanoic acid will also have this molecular formula. So choice D will be the correct answer here. 38. An organic compound has an empirical formula CH2O. Which row shows a possible correct name and structure for this compound? CH2O. Methanol. The structure of methanol is wrong. So A is wrong. B, methanoic acid. Structure is correct. What about the empirical formula? Let's see the empirical formula. Is it CH2O? No, this is not CH2O. This is CH2O2. So this is also incorrect. C, ethanol. The structure is wrong because the structure is of ethanoic acid. So only choice D is left, which is correct, ethanoic acid. And the formula is also correct. CH3COOH. Let's see the empirical formula. 2 carbon atoms, 4 hydrogen atom, and 2 oxygen. So formula will be CH2O. So this is correct. 39. Which statement is correct? A. Complex carbohydrates such as starch are hydrolyzed to give simple sugars. This is correct. For your convenience, I'm reading the other statements. Fats have the same amide linkage as pteridine. This is wrong because fats have ester linkage. C. Proteins and nylon are polymers formed from the same monomers but with different linkages. This is wrong. They are formed from different monomers but same linkages. D. Proteins are natural polymers and are also called polysaccharides. This is wrong. Proteins are natural polymers, but they are not called polysaccharides. They are called polypeptides. So only choice A will be the right answer in this case. Last, the repeat unit of polymer is shown. This is the repeat unit. Which monomer would produce this polymer? So I'm going to make the monomer for this. The monomer for this one will be either this or this. Or even this. So only choice 1 fulfills this. So choice A is the right answer in this case. Thanks for watching. Press like, share my videos, give comments. For more videos, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon.